Start disassembly of your turbo by removing the two 10mm wastegate bolts. Set the bolts aside, and then unscrew the wastegate actuator from the wastegate arm and set it aside. Now, remove the 6 10mm compressor cover bolts, being careful to keep the compressor cover in place once all the bolts have been removed, and be sure to note the orientation of the compressor cover for reassembly later. Now lift the compressor cover from the turbo, taking care to keep it straight and avoid compressor wheel contact. Now, using a 12mm socket on the turbine wheel and an 8mm socket on the compressor wheel, remove the compressor wheel nut, noting the compressor wheel nut is reverse thread. Now remove the compressor wheel, being careful to avoid its sharp edges. Install the new compressor wheel, being careful to avoid the sharp edges, and apply pressure only to the compressor's center hub. Apply thread locker to the turbine threads and install the compressor nut, torque to 42 inch-pounds. Now reinstall the compressor cover and be sure to avoid contact with the compressor blades as you install it. Now install the 6 compressor cover bolts, being sure to recall the compressor cover orientation before tightening the bolts. Thread the wastegate actuator back into the wastegate arm and fasten it down with the two 10mm bolts that were previously removed. Be sure to properly adjust your wastegate actuator preload prior to installing the turbo back into the vehicle. Balancing of the compressor wheel to the turbine wheel is recommended. However, if the turbo is in good condition, it may not be ultimately required. If you need more information on turbo compressor wheel installation, contact us at ardtuning.com.